So I was just outside taking the front driver's wing off the spare, and I thought I'd show everybody why Fords rust. So I just pulled the wheel arch out and I was confronted with all of this. Absolutely caked. And we have a visitor. Hello, doggo. Hello, doggo. Come and see. What are we doing? What are we doing? So I'm going to finish taking this front wing off. Should be fairly loose now. Next, I've got to cut out along this line because I need to replace all of this down here. Now, I could salvage these, even though they've been made before, so these aren't the original bottoms. These wings have had new bottoms. And as you've seen with the Focus out there, there's a reason these get these rot through. It's because all the leaves and mud and everything just holds the water behind it and rusts them from the inside out. So even though these have been replaced, the job was okay. I don't know if I can do any better, but considering I've got rust coming up here as well, I might as well cut it all off and start again. I may regret doing this because I've got to do it on both of them. They're both equally as bad as each other, but once they're done, I'm confident this is the final metal work, or at least panel work that needs to be done on the car. It's been a rough ride. Anyway, let's cut these off. No point delaying it. Right, there we go. Fairly even cut on both sides. These quite clearly not too bad, but you know, some previous poor welding starting to rust out underneath the seam sealer. I think it is brushed on seam sealer, and all this sort of creases rusting through as well. And of course the corner. Same with this side. This side's much better. There's a better weld here. They seem to have plug welded it, but they didn't fill the gap. So I'm willing to bet behind there's a load of janky metal and rust. Or these the original bits come further down to here somewhere, perhaps. I don't know. Doesn't matter anymore. I've cut them off now. It's too late. What's done is done. I'm mounting a filler on this or not. God, I hate filler. So I cut them off, and now I 100% regret it because I've got a lot of work left to do, and I need to make, well, I need to make one of these out of that. This is going to take a while. Oh, that was easy. Nice. In all seriousness, even though that only took 2 seconds, I cheated. I've still got another side to do. I only wish it was that easy. Looks good though. I'm quite impressed. I'm quite happy with it. Now I just need to weld it onto the wing. Right, here's the finished article. I say finished, needs a little bit of work on this one still. Like, I need to trim this corner, and yeah, the welding wasn't great on this one, but I still need to clean up inside. All looks pretty good. Gonna weld up this seam here, and probably put a little bit more here, cut this the right size so it all fits properly. Oh, and drill the hole. So there's that one. Oh, and there's that one. This one is much better, even though it was the first time. So obviously practice doesn't make perfect. And there's the underneath. Much better. All the rust is gone. There's a little bit of surface rust right about here that I need to get rid of, but yeah, that'll do. And what I'm going to do is use a bit of this red oxide primer all up under the inside, and probably along the bottoms here, so that it should not rust again, or at least it gives it another layer of paint. I'm going to go all the way underneath all of them, I think, and then I'm going to put some undercoat on them as well, so give it as much chance as possible. And when you look at what it was, I think I've done a pretty good job. Not a bad job for a first effort. Something I didn't mention earlier is this seam right here is an absolute nightmare water trap. So I imagine underneath that there's a lot of rust as well. So glad to get rid of it. There's one. The other one is here. All that rust now gone. Nice clean metal. So I'm going to put these back on the car for now, because next episode we're actually stripping the car down ready for paint, and part of that means under sealing everything and sorting everything out underneath. So it's yeah, I'm just going to put these on the car to get them out of the way, give myself a bit more room here, and yeah, make some progress. You're back. Sorry, got caught up in the music. So yeah, that's the end of this week's episode. I've got a few more things left to do on those front wings, but they're on the car. They fit. The side skirts work with them. Just need some under sealing and a bit more tidying up, and they're all good, all ready for paint. Speaking of being ready for paint, if you hang on a minute, you might get a sneak peek of what I've done already. Because the contents of this episode were filmed a fair while ago, I've made some progress since. But first, you need to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you enjoyed it, go and follow the channel on all of these social media platforms, and if you want to be a real OG legend, go and support the channel on Patreon. It helps me keep the lights on, literally. Anyway, next week we're going to be doing a lot of moving around in the garage and stripping the Flexus down ready for paint. The plans have changed slightly, but I think this is the better way to do it. Either way, if you subscribe and click the bell icon, then you'll be notified for the next video, which will, fingers crossed, be next week, where you get to see all of this.